If Bitcoin in October and November ended with green candles, December usually tends to do the same. And then, of course, as we all know, the whole market more or less follows whatever Bitcoin does. And as I record right now, Bitcoin is at $41,479. Taking a look at the last 30 days here, we can see that it had a pretty nice gradual rise over the course of November. So we know that Bitcoin is setting the trend. And the Altcoin Buzz research team found 4 projects in particular that should do well in the aftermath of all this Bitcoin price appreciation. So without any further ado, let's take a look at these 4 altcoins. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matty and this is Altcoin Buzz. It's really nice to see this much green at the beginning of the week. And as always, if you choose to invest, then I do wish you well. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor. And so of course, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Imagine centralized exchange trading access and liquidity, but with no KYC. You can get the volume and the pricing you need without any KYC requirements using BYDFi. It's true. You can trade over 400 trading pairs in the spot market or 150 pairs in the perps market, and you can withdraw 0.5 BTC daily. Plus, fees are super low. We're talking 0.6% for futures and perp trades. Slippage is basically non-existent, and you can trade with up to 200 times leverage or set and forget with the auto invest. And again, all with no KYC. You're also going to get up to $8,698 in bonuses for trying BYDFi, along with a free month of our money-making Altcoin Buzz Alpha service just for giving BYDFi a try. You can check out this deal by clicking the link in the description of this video and the pinned comment below. We're beginning here at number 1 with Illuvium, ticker ILV, because as we've been saying now for a long time, the gaming sector is bound to boom with the upcoming bull run. And blockchain gaming in particular is going to grow significantly. Now, the reason I picked Illuvium for today's project is actually twofold. First of all, on the 28th of November, it launched its beta on none other than the Epic Games Store, which is a major distribution service for digital video games. It distributes to platforms like Windows, Mac OS. It's a pretty big player, in other words. They released Illuvium Arena, and on the Epic Games Store, the game received a 4.8 score out of 5 from gamers who played it, which is pretty solid. The second reason is that Illuvium has already seen a 124% increase during the last 30 days. ILV has been down heavily from its $1,911 all-time high back in November of 2021, but it's been fighting its way back steadily since October, and since that time it's almost tripled in price. For context, it's still about an 18x away from its all-time high, but I can see it getting there again with the growth of blockchain and crypto gaming and even surpassing its previous all-time high. A nice feature here is that Illuvium uses Unreal Engine 5, so you can expect top-of-the-line visuals here. They're honestly stunning. And by the way, the new Arena game is free to download from Epic Games. It also includes random items. So you take all this together and combine that with blockchain gaming, which looks like it's ready to take off. I can really see Illuvium and ILV doing very well. Next up, and at number 2 on our list here, is Chainlink. Ticker LINK, LINK. Now, looking back on Chainlink historically, we've already seen an end to that kind of $6 to $8 range that it was stuck in, that sideways shuffle of Link. And just recently, it hit a local high of $16.52. Think about it. That's only a 3.25x from its all-time high. And with the upcoming boost, Link is going to take another step in that direction. Right now, it sits at $15.48. And that upcoming boost is going to come in the form of Chainlink staking version 0.2. So in December last year, December 2022, we saw staking version 0.1. This has a staking pool of 25 million Link. Now, Chainlink has increased the pool size to 45 million Link. Currently, there's a migration period that started on the 28th of November, and that runs until the 7th of December, so for a few more days. This is for existing stakers. They have a guaranteed spot in staking V0.2. On the 7th of December, early access will start. And then on the 11th of December, public access comes into play, providing, of course, the pool is in full. Staking V0.2 brings, among other things, greater flexibility with a new unbonding mechanism. improved security guarantees with slashing of node operator stake, a modular architecture that supports future improvements, and a dynamic rewards mechanism. Your minimum stake needs to be 1 link, and your maximum stake can be 15,000 link. And so it stands to reason that staking version 0.2 may well bring a new upward trend for the Link token, which has already seemed to find its footing in the early stages of this new bull market. Coming in at number 3 here, we're looking at Polygon, ticker MATIC, which was of course in the news throughout 2023 for a lot of different reasons. Generally, you couldn't escape their constant updates, the new partnerships they were announcing, and a lot of other positive benefits as well. Pretty much no matter where you looked, Polygon was making headlines in the crypto space. And for the most part, they were pretty much all good headlines. Sandeep Nawal, Polygon's founder, posted this on X. 2 big events are coming up. On the 14th of December, we can expect a public demo of their next generation ZK product. And he goes on to say that this could be really an important milestone for the entire Ethereum ecosystem. And then, about a week later, on the 23rd of December, Polygon will change the game for RWAs, real-world assets, and institutional adoption. As you may know, Polygon has also started its ZK EVM journey. Their new ZK EVM chain differs from their POS chain. However, they are 2 different scaling solutions. Polygon POS is a low-cost, EVM-compatible sidechain and is fast. The POS validators secure it. Whereas Polygon ZK EVM, on the other hand, uses cryptographic ZK proofs. ZK, of course, stands for zero knowledge, and ZK nodes secure this chain. Another sector that is up and coming in crypto is RWA. I mentioned real-world assets a moment ago. Or in other words, just the tokenization of real-world assets. And by 2030, this can well become a $10 trillion market. 2030 sounds like the distant future, but think about it. That's only 6 years away. So right now, Polygon, ticker MATIC, sits at 78.8 cents. That's down about 72% from its all-time high, which was $2.92. But given those 2 events that I just discussed, I think MATIC has a lot of runway left and is going to do very well. It's positioned quite advantageously for December and beyond. Okay, and at number 4, last but not least here, ImmutableX, ticker IMX, is planning a ZK EVM mainnet launch in December 2023, possibly January 2024, but it's coming up quickly either way. The first testnet went live in August of this year, so a few months back. In November, we saw the Regenesis testnet, and now it's time for their ZK EVM mainnet. And there are already well over 50 games lined up for this new chain. The IMX price also did well during November. We're looking at the last 30 days here. It went up by about 111%, reaching $1.49. It currently sits at $1.41. Keep in mind the IMX all-time high was $9.52 2 years ago in November 2021. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So we need to see an approximate 7x to get back to that previous milestone. I personally see IMX during the next bull run going well past that previous all-time high, so $9.52. I think it's perfectly reasonable to expect a higher price benchmark here. However, as for right now, all-time highs aside, I think the recent news is going to translate into a pretty favorable boost for at least December. What's also exciting here for ImmutableX is their further development of the chain. In 2024, Immutable will upgrade it to become an app chain. That's the same, for example, as Injective on Cosmos. App chains are app-specific blockchains, which is no real surprise. However, they increase both throughput and scalability. Your typical AAA game is data big, and therefore it may be better off with its own chain. And by the way, probably no surprise here, but ImmutableX and Polygon have partnered. So there's some overlap here in terms of this list of great projects that we're keeping an eye on for December and beyond. Check this article out. It's an explanation why, and it breaks it all down in the context of ZK EVM chains.